Hi, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Puzzle. Today we will have a look at the Hanayama Enigma puzzle, which is this one here. And actually, it was requested from some of you guys in the comments if I could have a look at this one and also prepare some kind of a video of some kind of solution, explaining it in very detail because there are already available a few videos from this puzzle, but it's difficult to understand based on most of these videos how to solve it because it contains a lot of very complex movements, and that's why I'm doing this video here. Hope you guys will like it and you will be able to solve it based on this video. Okay, maybe in the beginning some information about this puzzle in general. It was, according to my information, it was found in 1975 in the US by Eldon Vaughan, and there was some kind of a revival done by Hanayama in the year 2004, where Hanayama took this puzzle in his portfolio, made it from this nice metal die-casted design, and also equipped it with this very nice surface finish, which make it look like like an antique item. The rating of this puzzle is 6 out of 6, so it has the maximum difficulty available at Hanayama. And actually, the difficulty of this one, I agree, it's very high, and the name perfectly reflects what this is about. So it's a very difficult puzzle from my point of view, which has a lot of steps that need to be done in the right sequence to solve it. Okay, so let's start with the puzzle. First, we start in this position. And please take care to do the steps exactly as I'm doing them, otherwise you may end up in completely getting this puzzle stuck in some position, and it's very difficult to get back to the beginning. So we start in this position, Hanayama sign up here, in the middle with the spiral part, and this one over here. This is actually the position it should be already delivered to you. First, we're gonna start rotating these two parts against each other into this condition. And next, we move this one over here, flip it around, and slide with this gap over here into this part. So, and this will look like this. Move it over here and slide it in. If we are in this position, we're gonna take this part here on the lower side and flip it or rotate it all the way until we reach the stop. And in this position, we will be able to move these two pieces here through this hole, which looks like this. If we did this, we will continue with this one, sliding it again in here. So now we are in this condition, and we will now continue moving this one, also sliding it inside here, like this. So now we have these two pieces here parallel to each other and connected to this one. Next, we will flip this piece here again. So first we will locate it like this, and then we will flip this piece all the way around until it stops here, and taking the other part and moving it again through this hole, this piece here through this hole, like this. Then we take this one again and flip it back as much as we can until we are in this position. And in this position, we We take this part again and need to disconnect it again from this spiral part by just sliding it out, moving it here, over here, and with this gap again sliding it out. And now we remove it again from the spiral part by getting it out here. And then we continue, move it also over this piece. And in this position we are nearly done with this part because we can already remove it by sliding it out now like this. And we already disassembled the first piece. Now we will continue with this one. For this we flip it around in this position, move it over here, twist it all the way until it reaches the stop, and now we need to press a little bit and move it over this piece. Flip it back and slide it through here, and we will be also able to take this one out. So this assembly is done. As you have seen, there have been a lot of single steps that have been done in the right sequence to solve it, as I explained to you in the beginning. And this makes it very difficult because at each single step in between you can also continue in another way, and this makes this makes the possibility to fail very, very large. Okay, now we're going to show you how to assemble it again. In the end, it's done the same way as the disassembly. We start with these two parts, and now it's very important when we start with the assembly that we attach it here from below, these two parts, and not from the top. When you attach it to the top, you can also continue doing all the steps I did, but you will end up 2 steps before you're done and cannot continue. Therefore, it's very important to assemble this piece here from below and then slide it through here, twist it around again until it stops, push it over this piece and keep it in this condition. Maybe move it a little bit back like this and keep it in this condition. Next we start with we continue with this one, the Hanayama sign pointing in this direction. Slide it in like this, that it's connected here. Move it over this piece, and when we slide it in now inside here, we need to ensure that we also move it over this piece. Very important move. Now they are connected to each other again. We will now move it in here, over here, and now we twist this one again to make it more tight and to enable us to move this piece again through this gap like this, to separate them again from each other. And now we will be able, or we will continue twisting this one back. Sorry, I was wrong. Moving this one over here, twisting it back, getting it first on the other side here to this part, and then sliding it out again, that we end up in this condition. Next we follow with this part, also sliding it out here through this gap. And we move it again over these 2 pieces, as we did previously in the very beginning. Now we end up in this condition, which can be very confusing, but actually we are nearly done. We just need to twist this one a little bit, like in this condition, and give it a little bit more space by rotating this one. And now we are able to move it again, slide it through here, get it out, and we are back in the initial condition. So as you have seen, it's very difficult. Again, also the assembly, same as the disassembly, can be also very confusing, but I would suggest if you try to copy it or to follow my steps, do it step by step and pause in between until you reach the right position, then you will be able to do it. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was well explained. You saw it's very difficult, but I hope it was well explained and you understood how to do it. And as always, if you have any questions, desires, threats, complaints, let me know in the comments. And everything I have to say now is stay tuned for further videos and keep on puzzling.